Peru News Today. All you need to know about Peru.
60-year-old model wins Miss Universe Buenos Aires. Alejandra Rodriguez is the new Miss Universe Buenos Aires, and she has stolen the world's attention for having won the most important crown in modeling at 60 years of age. The model, who is also a lawyer and journalist, is the oldest woman to win the contest thanks to the fact that in 2024 the organization allowed any woman 18 years of age or older to register. Alejandra has said that healthy eating and exercise are key to maintaining her body and beauty without any type of surgery, although she confesses that she does resort to supplements and good cosmetics. The model will now compete for the title of Miss Universe Argentina and be able to attend the worldwide pageant. The coronation of the native of La Plata, Argentina, in addition to going viral on social networks, inspired other women to pursue a career in modeling despite her age. Comments like "I'm big too. I feel better now that it was not bad to want to be a model at my age." They fled the Instagram post in which they announced that she won the Miss Buenos Aires representation, and then competed in Miss Universe Argentina 2024. Although the woman's victory was surprising due to her age, she was not the oldest participant to compete, since among the 34 participants, Alejandra Rodriguez also faced a 73-year-old woman. Among her secrets to look younger, she highlights that she likes to meditate, and 3 times a week she usually walks, does physical activity and eats organic food. Finally, the Instagram post where they shared her victory highlights that she is a lover of nature and traveling to discover new cultures. What is the age limit to participate in Miss Universe Buenos Aires? Miss Universe Buenos Aires has no age limit for participants, because when the beauty pageant changed administration to Anjakarjataytip, various restrictions were removed. Thanks to Anjakarjataytip, women of any age, even pregnant, married and with children, can participate. I think it is important to highlight that we had every opportunity to participate. The jury made a decision based on criteria that I couldn't tell you what they were, but the possibility of participating is important. There were girls with high school, nurses, girls who worked in security, one was a plumber, all types of professionals and activities. It was very diverse, he assured Radio Splendid. Alejandra is a journalist and lawyer. She trained at the Higher School of Journalism of the National University of La Plata, UNLP, and, later, she graduated from her second degree. I worked for a very short time in deputies in the press, but then I started studying law and now I am an advisor legal status of a hospital. Leave us your comment, give us your like and subscribe to continue growing, and follow us on our social networks, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram and TikTok.
Peru News Today. Follow us in Facebook and Instagram.
Cuba will have a representative in the Miss Universe after 57 years. The renowned Venezuelan designer Prince Julio Cesar will take the reins as the new director of Miss Cuba for the years 2024, 2025 and 2026. After more than half a century of absence, Cuba will make its return to the Miss Universe 2024 contest. Under the direction of Venezuelan businessman Prince Julio Cesar Cruz, the Caribbean island is preparing to send a representative to compete for the World Beauty Crown. The news, released by the official Miss Universe Cuba page, reveals that the election of the Cuban candidate will take place in southern Florida, United States, a region that hosts a large Cuban diaspora. All Cuban women, whether residents of the United States or born on American soil with Cuban ancestry, will have the opportunity to participate in the selection process. This will be carried out by sending a form and photographs through a website specially set up for this purpose. Fidel Castro prohibited Cuba from participating in the Miss Universe. It is expected to have a group of 20 candidates, who will receive intensive preparation for 3 months in various areas such as catwalk, public speaking, photography and social projects, before the final night of the contest. For decades, Cuba was absent from this international event. Fidel Castro banned the contest in 1960, arguing that it promoted bourgeoisie and frivolity. Prince Julio Cesar, the organizer of Miss Cuba. The renowned Venezuelan designer, Prince Julio Cesar Cruz, will take the reins as the new director of Miss Cuba for the years 2024, 2025 and 2026. He is a prominent figure in the world of fashion, with extensive experience in creating outfits for contestants in beauty pageants such as Miss Venezuela, Miss World, and Miss International, among other highly relevant events. This is just beginning and the applications will begin very soon, so prepare your photos, take your measurements, train and have a lot of attitude because this has already started and we want all the Cubans ready for what will be Miss Universe Cuba 2024, said the designer in your Instagram account. After his time in El Salvador, Miss Universe 2024 will take place in Mexico at the end of this year when Cuba participates for the first time since 1967. Leave us your comment, give us your like and subscribe to continue growing and follow us on our social networks, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram and TikTok.
Peru News Today. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram.
Luciana Fuster suffers from the death of her pet. Luciana Fuster suffers in Guatemala and asks for help after the death of her pet. I can't bear it. Miss Grand International 2023 learned of the death of Savannah, her 7-year-old Chihuahua, in the middle of a flight to Guatemala. Luciana Fuster is going through an extremely difficult time in Thailand due to the death of her pet. Through her social networks, Miss Grand International 2023 has openly expressed her pain and the need for emotional support to overcome the grieving process. In search of consolation, she has asked for the help of her mother and Patricia Alparati, her current partner. Next, the Peruvian indicated that she has spoken personally with her mother and Patricia Alparati to ask them to travel to Thailand as soon as possible. I can't bear it and face it alone, said Luciana. I apologize once again if everything doesn't go as we hoped it would. I haven't had the space to process it, understand it, assimilate it or accept it. Much less to give myself time and a break. I found out on an 11-hour flight, 3 hours before landing and I didn't know what to do. I just wanted to get off the plane and go home, she added. However, in the midst of her pain, Luciana Fuster has expressed her gratitude towards those who have sent her messages of support, especially highlighting those who have experienced the pain of losing a pet. They tell me that now my baby is very well accompanied by all the other little angels who have also completed her missions. I hug you with my soul, she said. Despite going through what she describes as the most painful time of her life, Fuster is committed to continuing her work as Miss Grand International. I promise to put all my effort and dedication. I am sure that my little angel will help me shine brighter than ever, she stated. What happened to Luciana Fuster's pet? Luciana Fuster, in an emotional message through her social networks, announced the death of her beloved pet, a Chihuahua named Savannah, after facing serious health complications that required medication and constant medical supervision. Savannah, you were and will forever be the best baby anyone has ever had. The smallest, the bravest and the strongest, definitely, because we had to live with those horrible health problems, frequent checkups and daily medication. I wanted so much to return to Lima to see you and make love to you. My heart hurts. They were the best 7 years of my life because of all your love and company. Thank you for reaching out to me, for teaching me so much, for staying as long as you could, for all the times I cried alone in my room and hugged you because your calm and innocence were unmatched. I have no comfort because you were my comfort, she wrote on Instagram. Patricia Alparati sent forces to Luciana Fuster. Patricia Alparati has publicly expressed his solidarity and support for Luciana Fuster after the recent death of her dog. In a moving message, the This Is War competitor has extended his condolences, highlighting his partner's efforts to give quality of life to his beloved pet. My life, I feel very sorry. In the short time I knew your baby, she earned a space in my heart, as noble and innocent as she was. Everything you did every day to give her the peace of mind she deserved. Definitely, it will be greatly missed. Fly high, little Savannah, the model detailed.
Peru News Today. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram.
So news reports. Candidate for Miss Dominican Republic faints in the middle of the presentation. This is the model Melody Arlan, a candidate for the Miss Universe crown, who was quickly helped by one of her colleagues. During the presentation of the candidates for the title of Miss Dominican Republic Universe 2024, Melody Arlan, representative of San Juan de la Maguana, fainted in front of the cameras. However, the quick action of one of her colleagues prevented the model from suffering a fall. The event took place on Tuesday, April 23 and, according to People, the event did not go further, since it was reported that the beauty queen was assisted by a medical team. On the morning of April 24, Melody Arlen reappeared on Instagram to reassure her followers and explain what happened. "I'm reporting here so everyone knows that I'm fine. Thank you very much for all your beautiful comments. Yesterday, April 23, nothing happened to me, it was just a small faint because I was dehydrated," she said in a video. Arlen, 34, works as an educator for children with autism in New York, United States. In addition to her participation in the Miss Dominican Republic Universe pageant, she was also present in beauty pageants such as Miss Beauty of America and Reina de la Parada Dominicana. Government proposes applying to Peru as the headquarters for Miss Universe. In January of this year, the then Minister of Foreign Trade and Tourism, Minster, Juan Carlos Matthews stated that the executive was evaluating the holding of a Miss Universe in Peru. There is an approach so that a Miss Universe can be developed in the country. The experience of what happened in El Salvador is taken as a reference, where the country had taken advantage of the contest to give it global coverage visibility. Matthews, then minister, stated that there was already an approach to apply as the venue for Miss Universe soon. Although he did not give an exact date, he indicated that the cost and benefit is being analyzed because it means an important investment for the country. "We believe that the cost will justify it, but it must be analyzed in great detail because we always have a limited budget and we must see what is invested in to make it more effective," he added. Now in Ecuador, Landy Paraga, former beauty queen mentioned in the Metastasis case, is murdered. The 23-year-old girl was attacked by hitmen when she was in a restaurant in the city of Quevedo, where she had traveled to go to a wedding. She had been linked to drug trafficker Leandro Norero. Landy Paraga, model and former Miss Ecuador candidate linked to the Metastasis drug trafficking case, was murdered this Sunday inside a restaurant in a shopping center located in the city of Quevedo. The woman had finished eating breakfast when hitmen approached her and shot her several times. She was with her partner, who was also attacked by the criminals. Everything was recorded by the establishment's security cameras. Personnel from the Ecuadorian police arrived at the scene to carry out the first investigations into this crime, in order to begin the search for those responsible. Meanwhile, from the shopping center where the murder occurred, they indicated that it was an isolated incident and that it is already under tax investigation. It was learned that the 23-year-old girl had arrived in Quevedo to attend a wedding that took place on Saturday, an event that she shared on her social networks. Even shortly before the murder, Paraga shared in her stories that she was at the scene. Linked to Metastasis case. The young woman had been linked to the Metastasis case, in which a drug trafficking plot within the state is being investigated, in which various justice operators would be involved. According to Ecuadorian media, the prosecutor's office of that country indicates that the deceased drug trafficker Leandro Norero would have paid money so that he would not be linked to Landy Paraga in the Metastasis case, as he claimed that the former beauty queen was facing a process for money laundering. This revelation was made to her lawyer Helivangulo, who is also being prosecuted in this case. However, the model was not prosecuted by the prosecutor's office, according to CNN in Espanol, nor did they comment on her connection to the Metastasis case. Likewise, we also have that the new Miss Germany, a mother of Iranian origin, is the victim of a harassment campaign on social networks. Apame Schunauer, 39, receives multiple mockery and insults because of her physique, her age or her origins. "I find it very sad," acknowledged the architect. The new Miss Germany, Apame Schunauer, 39, an architect of Iranian origin and an activist for integration, is far from the usual stereotypes of the modeling profession. This has earned him a campaign of harassment on social networks. "I find it very sad," she says in an interview in Berlin with AFP. "These messages are so superficial that there is nothing to say," she adds, referring to the multiple mockery and insults about her physique, her age or her origins. Since 2019, the Miss Germany competition has changed, a bit like Miss Universe, although both events are not related. Now called the Miss Germany Award, The contest gives less importance to the candidates' measurements, age, weight or hairstyle and more to their personality, values and especially their commitment to social causes. This is how Schonauer was crowned at the end of February. I participated in Miss Germany because I wanted to change things. I have a 2-year-old daughter and I felt I had to take responsibility to be an example for her, she says. I have always been motivated by strong Iranian women who take to the streets every day and fight for their freedom. And it's those reasons that made me think that I should do something, she notes. A wave of protests strongly repressed by the Tehran regime broke out 2 years ago in Iran after the death and detention of Mahsa Amini, 22, detained for allegedly violating the country's strict dress code for women. Schonauer, a mother of 2 children, does not intend to be intimidated. I did not imagine that the nomination would cause such a scandal, but it shows that my fight in favor of equality between men and women and respect for differences is more important than ever. Parallel to her work, she is the founder of the Sherzan Network, which advocates for women's rights. The director of the contest, Max Klimmer, expressed his solidarity since the first hate messages appeared. In Germany, the far right and the most right-wing of conservatives frequently single out people of foreign origin for their alleged unwillingness to integrate into German society. But Schonauer's journey can be considered a positive example that she inspires. Leave us your comment, give us your like and subscribe to continue growing and follow us on our social networks, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram and TikTok. Peru 2024, candidates, venue, date of the event and everything about this pageant. Hello friends and welcome to our channel. Today we have incredible content for you, so don't forget to like, subscribe and activate the bell so you don't miss any of our upcoming posts. Let's start. Next, we will learn the details about Miss Peru 2024 where the candidates and challengers aspire to represent our country in the Miss Universe. Miss Peru 2024 is getting closer. This year, the winner of the pageant will also be an ambassador who represents us both in values and culture to project them in the Miss Universe. Here we will tell you everything you need to know about the beauty contest and who will be the candidates who aspire to the title. You will wonder who was the last winner of Miss Peru? Well, the model Camila Escribans, born on September 2, 1998 in Lima, Peru, won the crown of Miss Peru 2023. Originally an athlete with Olympic dreams, her transformation into the competitive world of beauty pageants highlights her discipline and authenticity. Despite facing an arteriovenous malformation at age 14, Ella Escribans has shown determination and courage in facing new challenges. Her connection with the well-known actress and TV host, Rebecca Escribans, adds a familiar touch to her story. Rebecca said she is indeed my niece. She is the granddaughter of my dad's brother, my uncle Walter. Her father is my first cousin. We don't know each other because she grew up in the United States, Rebecca confirmed in American Noticias. Now when and where will Miss Peru 2024 be? The Miss Peru 2024 pageant is scheduled for next Sunday, June 9th, and the Real Felipe will be the stage that will receive the participants. With its history and impressive architecture, this iconic place in Callao will witness a show full of elegance, talent and commitment to Peruvian society. Who are the candidates for Miss Peru 2024? 1. Karen Gutierrez, Amazonas. 2. Wendy Osejo, Apurímac. 3. Jimena Brendalay, Arequipa. 4. Sabrina Hirasso, Ancash. 5. Cassandra Ward, Callao, A. 6. Nayaj Gomez, Miss Curvy. 7. Shayla Luna, Cusco. 8. Mopi Alfaro, Huaraz. 9. Melody Munico, Ica. 10. Lisette Malja, Ha-En. 11. Brigatore, Penin. 12. Angie Coronel, Lambayeque. 13. Jasmine Zarzar, La Libertad. 14. Pamela Adrianson, Northern Lima. 15. Valerie Malo, West Lima. 16. Fatima Rivas, Lima Region. 17. Alexandra Hayashi, Lima Center. 18. Vanessa Medina, Loreto. 19. Myra Cueva, Puno. 20. Gabriela Moncada, Piura. 21. Valeria Velarde, Arequipa region. 22. Romina Osorio, Tacna. 23. Celeste Loaiza, Tumbes, who are the challengers for Miss Peru 2024. 1. Nikita Palma. 2. Tatiana Kamel. 3. Jordana Carrillo. 4. Tatiana Merrill. 5. Maciel Suarez. 6. Lady Cervantes. 7. Sofia Cajo. 8. Noelia Castagnola. 9. Lisa Salazar. 10. Maciel Suarez. And so we conclude our tour of all the details of Miss Peru 2024. We have met the candidates, the challengers, and the impressive setting that will be the real Felipe. This contest promises to be a show full of elegance, talent and commitment to our culture and values. Remember that you can follow every step of this event here on our channel. Don't forget to leave your comment, like this video, and subscribe to continue growing, and follow us on our social networks, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram and TikTok to stay up to date with all our updates. Thanks for joining us and see you in the next video. Until next time. Wow.
Peru News Today. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram.
Ines Palacios, Miss Universe 2023, cannot return to Nicaragua, according to the owner of the pageant. The owner of the beauty pageant has confirmed that Ines Palacios is indefinitely exiled from Nicaragua. So far, Daniel Ortega's government has not issued any comments on the matter. The current Miss Universe, Ines Palacios, from Nicaragua, faces restrictions on returning to her country, and her family has been forced to go into exile, as announced by Anjaka Jutaytip, owner of the pageant, through social networks. Palacios, who won the title in November in San Salvador, has been the center of attention in Nicaragua, where her victory sparked large demonstrations, the largest since the 2018 protests that shook Daniel Ortega's government. Why can't Miss Universe return to Nicaragua? In a Mother's Day publication on her social networks, Anjaka Jutaytip described Palacios as a brave, strong and intelligent woman, and highlighted the work of Karen Celebrity, former director of the Miss Universe franchise in Nicaragua, for having achieved the first crown for his country. They exiled your celebrity's entire family, including our queen, Palacios, out of the country indefinitely, because of the power of the Miss Universe brand, she claimed. She also indicated that Palacios is an example of a butterfly with broken wings who never gave up in the face of the incorrect, contemptuous and cruel actions of any authoritarian. Although Miss Universe has not been able to return to her country since then, the news has not been officially confirmed by the government of Daniel Ortega, according to reports from La Prensa and 100% Noticias, media currently published in Costa Rica. What is Ines Palacios accused of? Following Ines Palacios' victory in Miss Universe, Nicaraguan Vice President Rosario Murillo said that opponents were manipulating Palacios' victory by highlighting her participation in the 2018 protests. Palacios had expressed her desire to get her grandmother and her brother out of Nicaragua so they could join her abroad. According to opposition sources, both have obtained visas for the United States and left in April. After the contest in San Salvador, Karen Celebrity's husband and son were detained for 2 months before being deported to Mexico. The businesswoman resigned from the Miss Universe franchise in Nicaragua after being accused by local police of participating in terrorist actions of the failed coup attempt, in reference to the 2018 protests. Leave us your comment, give us your like and subscribe to continue growing, and follow us on our social networks, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram and TikTok.
Peru News Today. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram.
Chiana Kamel confirms her application for Miss Peru 2024, I am a woman who dreams big. The 29-year-old Peruvian actress and model seeks to succeed Camila Escribans and represent the country in the next edition of Miss Universe. The Miss Peru pageant, directed by Jessica Newton, has confirmed the participation of Tatiana Kamel, first finalist in the 2022 edition. The Peruvian actress and model is emerging as one of the favorite candidates to win the beauty contest. I am a woman who dares to dream big. My heart tells me that this is where I have to be. The signs are clear. Everything is possible if you want it with all your being and work for it. This return is not something personal, it is for all of you," were Carmel del Solar's first words as an official candidate. With this, the remembered Miss International Peru 2022 becomes the fifth challenger to be announced by the organization. Also on the list are Nikita Palma, Maciel Suarez, Lisa Salazar, Noelia Castagnola, and Tatiana Merrill. It is her second attempt at Miss Peru. In 2022, Tatiana Carmel was one of the main candidates to obtain the Miss Peru crown. However, Alessia Rovno turned out to be the winner of the night and represented the country in the Miss Universe pageant, reaching the top 16. Despite not obtaining the title, the Peruvian actress was selected by Jessica Newton to represent Peru in the pageant. Miss International 2022, held in Tokyo, where she achieved third place. Anjak Rajatitip, owner of the Miss Universe pageant, has removed the age limit for contestants, who previously could only apply up to 28 years of age. Thanks to this decision, Tatiana Carmel, 29, has received the perfect opportunity to once again aspire to the national crown, breaking barriers and demonstrating that beauty and talent have no age. Who is Tatiana Carmel? Tatiana Carmel, 29-year-old actress and model, began her modeling career at 18 by participating in Peru Next Top Model, standing out for her previous experience on the catwalks. Despite her outstanding performance, she was eliminated after alleging that Brazilian model Antonio Borges, a member of the jury, committed inappropriate touching during a photo shoot. After her controversial time on the show, Tatiana Carmel continued her career in modeling, starring in commercials and magazine covers, in addition to being the image of various brands. Simultaneously, she studied communication sciences at the San Martin de Porres University. Her foray into acting occurred at the age of 26, playing Danielle, a character inspired by Cinderella, in the American television soap opera Princesas. When will the final of Miss Peru 2024 be? Jessica Newton made significant revelations about the grand final of Miss Peru 2024, whose date has not yet been confirmed by the businesswoman. Through her social networks, the former beauty queen announced a milestone in the history of the event. The next edition of the beauty contest will be open to the public and will be attended by former queens, the most anticipated being Yannick Maceta, Kellen Rivera, and Alessia Rovno. The national pageant is looking for the successor to Camila Escribans, the last winner of Miss Peru. She represented the country at Miss Universe 2023, held on December 15 at the Jose Adolfo Pineda National Gymnasium in El Salvador, where she stood out among more than 80 contestants from around the world, managing to place among the 10 finalists. Leave us your comment, give us your like and subscribe to continue growing, and follow us on our social networks, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram and TikTok.
Peru News Today. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram.
Tatiana Carmel returns strong, the unbeatable candidate for Miss Peru 2024. Tatiana Carmel has established herself as one of the Mazalu's favorites to win the Miss Peru 2024 pageant, and it is not difficult to understand why. With a career that combines experience, talent and determination, this 29-year-old Peruvian actress and model has shown that she has what it takes to stand out in the world of beauty pageants. Tatiana was the first finalist in Miss Peru 2022, which demonstrated her ability to shine on a high-level stage. Although she did not win the crown on that occasion, her talent and charisma earned her the opportunity to represent Peru at Miss International 2022, where she achieved an impressive third place. This international achievement not only raised her profile, but also confirmed her ability to compete with the best in the world. Tatiana is not just a beauty queen, her career in modeling and her acting sets her apart. Since the age of 18 she has worked as a model, starring in commercials and appearing on magazine covers. Furthermore, her role in the telenovela Princesas on American television at the age of 26 demonstrated her versatility and acting talent, consolidating her presence in the Peruvian artistic field. Tatiana's decision to return to the Miss Peru pageant reflects her indomitable spirit. "I am a woman who dares to dream big. My heart tells me that this is where I have to be. The signs are clear. "Everything is possible if you want it with all your being and work for it," she declared when confirming her participation. This positive and motivational attitude resonates deeply with the audience and the judges, showing her commitment and passion for achieving her dreams. Jessica Newton, director of Miss Peru, has shown continued confidence in Tatiana, selecting her to represent Peru at Miss International. This institutional backing is a testament to Tatiana's capabilities and potential, underscoring her position as a formidable competitor. The removal of the age limit by Anjakarjutitip, owner of the Miss Universe pageant, has opened a significant door for Tatiana, allowing her to participate again at 29 years old. This regressive change underlines that beauty and talent are ageless, and provides Tatiana with the perfect opportunity to aim for the national crown without the previous restrictions. Her participation in Peru Next Top Model and the controversy she faced during the program showed her ability to face and overcome challenges. Throughout her career, Tatiana has maintained a constant connection with the public, strengthened by her presence in advertising and the media. Thus, Tatiana Kamel is the favorite of the Misólogos, considering her an exceptional candidate for Miss Peru 2024. Her vast experience, international recognition, professional skills, determination, institutional support and connection with the public position her as one of the strongest contenders and admired at the contest. Tatiana not only represents Peruvian beauty, but also resilience and the power to dream big. Leave us your comment, give us your like and subscribe to continue growing, and follow us on our social networks, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram and TikTok.
Peru News Today. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram.
Miss Peru officially presented to the candidates. The Miss Peru contest has officially presented the candidates who aspire to become the successor of Camila S. Rhodes, the last winner of the beauty pageant and who represented our country at Miss Universe 2023, finishing among the top 10. In this 2024 edition, the competition stands out for the diversity and talent of its participants, including regional queens and a select group of challengers. Jessica Newton is conducting a thorough evaluation of the 22 regional queens, who have won their titles in local competitions representing various departments of Peru. Likewise, she is considering the challengers, made up of renowned models, actresses, singers and influencers, who, although they do not have departmental titles, are confident in their ability to win the crown. The winner of the Miss Peru 2024 pageant will not only be crowned the most beautiful woman in the country, but will also assume the responsibility of representing Peru in the Miss Universe, one of the most prominent beauty events worldwide, which will take place out this year in Mexico. Leave us your comment, give us your like and subscribe to continue growing, and follow us on our social networks, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram and TikTok.
Anteriormente representé a Perú junto a la organización Perú International, y hoy estoy aquí contenta de estar en ese campeonato. Hola Jessica, ¿qué tal? ¿Cómo están todos? Yo soy Karen Gutiérrez y orgullosamente represento a Amazonas. Y muchas gracias por la oportunidad a todos. Gracias. ¿Qué tal, Jessy? Buenos días, yo soy Pamela de Alcé, represento a Lima Norte y estoy muy feliz de formar parte de Miss Perú en esta edición. Muchas gracias. Buen día, señora Jessica. Yo soy Sabrina Erazo, tengo 20 años y represento a mi hermosa región de Anta. Estoy muy contenta de pertenecer a la organización y pretendo estar mucho tiempo más aquí. Gracias. Hola Jessy, hola a todos, muy buenos días. Yo soy Wendy Eusejo, tengo 23 años y represento a la tierra de Dios que habla, a Purí. Buenos días, Jessy. chicos, mi nombre es Alejandra Valdés, tengo 23 años, represento a mi maestra y es un honor estar en el Ministerio. Gracias. Buenos días, Jessica, es un placer conocerte, un día con todos. Soy Noelia Castañuela, tengo 25 años y vengo de Trujillo y estoy súper contenta de cumplir mi sueño de participar en el Ministerio.
Jessica, ¿cómo estás? Mi nombre es Lidia Cervantes, tengo una niña de 4 años y tengo 37 años. Para mí es un honor estar aquí y cumplir mi sueño. Gracias.
Muy buenas tardes, Jessica. Buenas tardes, chicos. Mi nombre es Alexandra Hayashi, tengo 25 años y tengo una pequeña niña de 2 años. Represento orgullosamente a Miss Peru de Lima Centro. Gracias por la oportunidad.
Hola Jessy, hola chicos, a todos ahí en la página que se están viendo. Feliz de tener esta segunda oportunidad, conociendo a este grupo maravilloso de mujeres. Así que con muchas ganas de empezar y con toda la buena energía.
Buenos días, señora Jessica, buenos días a todos. Yo represento la hermosa tierra del café y el cacao Jaén y estoy muy agradecida por la oportunidad de pertenecer a esta hermosa familia.
Buenos días, señora Jessica y a toda la organización. Quiero agradecerles por darme esta oportunidad. Mi nombre es Valeria Velarde, yo represento a la región Arequipa, tengo 27 años y estoy muy feliz de pertenecer a la familia Mister. Hola, ¿qué tal? Muy buenas tardes con todos. Mi nombre es Maciel Suárez, tengo 23 años de edad, comunicadora de profesión, actriz de constante evolución y fundadora de una hermosa organización sin fines de lucro que ayuda a los niños más necesitados de nuestro Perú. Súper contenta de estar aquí, agradecida por la oportunidad y claro que sí, a dejar la corona de Mister.
Hola Jessica, hola a todos nuevamente. Yo soy Sofía Capo, tengo 26 años y después de 12 años de estar preparándome para este sueño, quiero agradecer esta oportunidad de poder estar aquí cumpliendo una de mis metas más grandes de mi vida.
Buenos días a todos. Mi nombre es representante, creo que muchos anhelamos este momento. Gracias por la oportunidad. Bueno, con toda la competencia.
¿Qué tal? ¿Cómo están? Muy buenas tardes a todos. Un gusto conocerte, Jessica. Yo soy Lisa Salazar, tengo 29 años, soy modelo, empresaria y madre de 2 niñas. Y para mí es un privilegio y un sueño ya cumplido estar aquí con ustedes participando del video. Muchas gracias.
Hola Jessica, buenos días a todos. Mi nombre es Fátima Rivas, tengo 24 años y soy representante de Lima Región. Estoy muy feliz de poder pertenecer a esta gran familia como lo es el Perú. Gracias.
Hola, ¿qué tal? Mucho gusto, Jessica, mucho gusto a todos. Es la primera vez que las veo. En verdad estoy muy feliz de poder participar y que este sea un nuevo comienzo para mí. Soy mamá de un niño de 3 años y tengo 33 años. Y en verdad el grupo que se ha armado es espectacular. Gracias.
Hola Jessica, te presento de aquí. Yo soy Jimena Mentalí, tengo 20 años y represento la hermosa ciudad de Arequipa.
Hola Jessica, hola a todos. Muy buenas tardes. Mi
nombre es Vanessa Medina y represento a la región Loreto. Estoy disfrutando este proceso, es una nueva oportunidad y sé que a todas nos abrirá nuevas puertas. Muchísimas gracias por el espacio.
Mi nombre es Zaida Monegoroste y estoy feliz de representar a Ica, la ciudad del sol eterno. Gracias.
Hola Jessica, ¿qué tal? Un gusto con todos nuevamente en redes sociales. Hola, yo soy Valerie Melo, tengo 27 años. Represento orgullosamente a Lima Oeste, soy administradora de profesión y de corazón futura médico. Mi anhelo por servir me llevó a llegar ahí y a poder trabajar por las personas vulnerables que no tienen acceso a la salud. Estoy muy orgullosa de estar aquí con ustedes y poder disfrutar cada momento con estas maravillosas chicas. Gracias.
Historia del arte y la cultura peruana. Actualmente estudio la carrera de psicología y represento orgullosamente a mi hermoso departamento de La Mañana. Gracias.
Buenas tardes, chicos, un gusto conocerlas igual a todas las que nos conocemos. Mi nombre es María Cueva, 27 años, psicóloga de profesión y represento a mi querida tierra de Peru. Gracias.
Hola, buenos días Jessica, mi nombre es Gabriela Moncada y orgullosamente represento a la región Piura. Estoy muy agradecida por esta maravillosa oportunidad y prometo aprovecharla al máximo. Gracias. Mi nombre es Sheila Elena Alindo y represento a la región del Cusco y aprovechar dar gracias por estar en esta plataforma y ver la diversidad de bellezas que hay en todo el Perú. Muy feliz. Gracias.
Buenas tardes Jessica, buenas tardes con todos, soy Cassandra Guar, tengo 19 años y orgullosamente represento a la región Callao. Muchas gracias por la oportunidad.
Tengo 28 años, soy nutricionista de profesión y vengo desde el corazón del Perú, Junín. Muy agradecida y feliz de vivir esta experiencia con mujeres tan extraordinarias de todas partes del país. Gracias.
Buenas tardes, señora Jessica. Buenas tardes, querido equipo y compatriotas. Mi nombre es Mari Carmen Alfaro, profesional de marketing e innovación con sus especialidades. Y vengo a representar a la capital de la Cordillera Blanca y el Callejón de Huaylas, Huaraz. Muchas gracias.
Buenas tardes, señora Jessica. Buenas tardes con todos. Estoy muy agradecida de estar aquí. Yo soy Celeste Loaiza, tengo 23 años y vengo del paraíso del amor y del eterno verano, Tupes. Gracias.
Y orgullosamente estoy aquí representando a la heroica ciudad de Tacna. Muchas gracias por la oportunidad.
No quería dar la espalda a mis compañeras. Buenas tardes, Jessica, equipo, compañeras. Realmente estoy muy feliz de estar aquí. Al público que nos ve, ansié mucho este momento y estoy aquí para esto. Ansiosa por representar a mi país y lista para empezar esto.
Tengo 2 hijos y qué lindo que en verdad ahora hayan cambiado las reglas. Es un sueño para mí estar aquí en este momento y compartir con unas chicas tan lindas. Todas tienen muy buena vibra, todas me enseñan y nada, muy feliz de estar aquí y gracias por la convocatoria.
Peru News Today. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram.
Peru's Top 12 for Miss Peru 2024. The Miss Peru 2024 pageant, scheduled for June 9th, is a highly anticipated event in the country and internationally. This beauty contest not only celebrates the elegance and charisma of the participants, but also highlights the importance of the candidates' intelligence, preparation, and social commitment. This year's participants have proven to be exceptional women, with a strong desire to represent Peru with pride. From various regions of the country, these candidates not only show physical beauty, but also social commitment. Each of these candidates brings with them a unique set of skills, experiences and passions that enrich the pageant. Beyond the competition, Miss Peru 2024 is a platform that amplifies the voices of powerful and multifaceted women, promoting positive changes in society. Much success to all the participants in this day. Their dedication and efforts are already a source of pride for the entire country. Now before presenting our top 12 we will take a look at the contestants. Miss Huancavalika. Miss Huanchico. Miss Ha-En. Miss Hanine. Miss Lima North. Miss Cusco. Miss Ica. Miss Lima Region. Miss Lima West. Miss Trujillo. Miss Lima Center. Miss Piura. Miss Tacna. Miss Lima Est. Miss Ancas. Miss Region Arequipa. Miss Freedom. Miss Amazon. Miss Fist. Miss Lambayeque. Miss Curvy. Miss Ka Yao. Miss Delara. Now on to our top 12. Belvaporimak. Top 11 Saint Martin. Top 10 Peru, USA. Top 9 Ravine. Top 8 Arequipa. Top 7 Loreto. Top 6 Huaraz. Top 5 Lima Capital. Top 4 Tumbes. Top 3 La Punta. Top 2 Ica region. Top 1 Punta Hermosa and Impact Miss. So with this top we say goodbye.
Peru News Today. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram.
Noelia Voigt, Miss USA 2023 of Venezuelan origin, renounces her crown. The winner of the Miss USA 2023 contest, Noelia Voigt, expressed that it was a difficult decision, but she had to prioritize her mental health. Noelia Voigt was crowned Miss Utah USA 2023 in April of last year, and she was also a finalist in the Miss Universe contest held in El Salvador, accompanying the winner of the crown, Shanice Palacios. Recently, on a tour of Mexico along with other candidates, she announced that she had renounced her award in a post on her Instagram account. The official Miss USA account later confirmed the news in a separate post. In life, I highly value the importance of making decisions that feel best for you and your mental health, Voigt wrote in her post. As individuals, we grow by experiencing different things in life that lead us to learn more about ourselves. My journey as Miss USA has been incredibly meaningful, proudly representing Utah, and later the United States at Miss Universe, she continued. Sadly, I have made the difficult decision to relinquish the title of Miss USA 2023. I am grateful for the love and support of fans, old and new, my family, my friends, my coaches, former state and local directors, and my dear and beloved Miss Teen USA, Uma Sofia. Miss USA 2023, Noelia Voigt, remembers the causes she defended. Voigt then reflected on some of her favorite moments as Miss USA and mentioned some of the causes she championed along the way. Whenever someone asked me what my favorite part of being Miss USA was, I always shared with them how much I loved working with Smile Train, being a strong advocate for anti-bullying, school violence awareness and prevention, dating, rights and immigration reform, and shed light on my roots as the first Venezuelan American woman to win Miss USA, she wrote. He added, "Deep down, I know this is just the beginning of a new chapter for me, and my hope is that it continues to inspire others to stand strong, prioritize their mental health, advocate for themselves and others using their voice, and never be afraid of what the future holds, even if it feels uncertain." The response message from the Miss USA and Miss Teen USA organization. The Miss USA and Miss Teen USA organizations also spoke out about the news, sharing a photo of Voigt on Instagram with a caption to thank her for her service in her role and wish her the best. "Thank you, Noelia, for your service as Miss USA. We wish you the best in this next chapter," the organizations wrote alongside the joint post on Instagram. "We respect and support Noelia's decision to resign from her duties. The well-being of our champions is a top priority, and we understand her need to prioritize herself at this time," they added. Leave us your comment, give us your like and subscribe to continue growing, and follow us on our social networks, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram and TikTok.
Peru News Today. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram.
Miss Peru, Melissa Paredes, Rosa Elvira Cartagena and other beauty queens who lost their crown amid the controversy. Melissa Paredes and Rosa Elvira Cartagena are just some of the models who, despite having won the coveted title of Miss Peru, were involved in controversies that led them to lose it. The surprising resignation of Karolina Shino, the model of Ukrainian descent who obtained Japanese nationality, from the title of Miss Japan, has unleashed an avalanche of comments on social networks. The 26-year-old, the first naturalized Japanese woman to win the pageant, made the difficult decision after her love relationship with an already married man became public. The incident with Shino is reminiscent of other similar cases in the world of beauty pageants, including some that happened in Peru. Jennifer Barrantes, Melissa Paredes and Rosa Elvira Cartagena are just some of the Peruvian beauty queens who were forced to give up their titles amid scandals and controversies. Next, we will review what happened to them. Jennifer Barrantes, Miss Peru World 2023. In July 2023, the Miss Peru World organization announced the dismissal of Jennifer Barrantes as the representative of Peru, who was close to participating in the international pageant. Through social networks, Lucia Arellano was presented as the new candidate for the prestigious title. According to an official statement, Barrantes, unfortunately, in recent months has not had the necessary time to adequately prepare for the contest, nor has he fulfilled his official and social work commitments. Furthermore, Ernesto Paz, director of the pageant, explained that she began to seem distant from all the demands we made of her. Mauricio Gamara, Miss Grand Peru 2020. In May 2021, Jessica Newton announced the dismissal of Miss Peru from Mauricio Gamara, the Peruvian representative in the Miss Grand International, after leaking images of the model attending social gatherings in the midst of a state of emergency due to the COVID-19 pandemic, behavior which he described as irresponsible. If a 25-year-old woman does not know what is right or what is wrong and has not heard that the rules of the organization in the country are that social gatherings are prohibited, that woman does not deserve to be a national example, so, by far, sorrow, she will give up her crown, Newton said. However, Gamara was able to represent Peru at the Reina Hispanoamericana 2023, where she won the crown. Aniela Grados, Miss Peru Universe 2019. When Aniela Grados won the Miss Peru crown in October 2018, she expressed her commitment to achieving change. However, her aspirations were cut short after losing her title and the opportunity to participate in Miss Universe. Jessica Newton, director of the contest, decided to remove the crown after videos were released showing Grados in an alleged state of intoxication. I have seen and been aware of the trust they had in me, of their support. I am very sorry for all this, for everything that happened. For me it has been a very hard blow, too much, and also for my family. If it affects me, it also affects them, and I hope that they continue to support me and that I have remained in all their hearts and that I will always be their queen, Grados said after losing the crown. Yoko Chong, Miss Peru Intercontinental 2019. The model Yoko Chong received criticism for questioning the government decree returning to mandatory quarantine in 2019. Given this, Jessica Newton, organizer of Miss Peru, took action on the matter and decided to withdraw the title of Queen of South America, which she had received in Miss Intercontinental, observing that Chong promoted support for the hashtag No Altok de Quiebra March. Later, she announced her retirement from beauty pageants. "I would like to say goodbye by saying that I am human, that I am not perfect and we all make mistakes. And it is also human to know how to accept these mistakes. Tomorrow will be a new day, a new beginning," Chong wrote on social media. "I know that this is the beginning of a beautiful stage." Estefany Morici, Miss Peru World 2018. The model Estefany Morici lost her Miss Peru World title as a result of the personal legal processes in which she is involved, according to the pageant organization in a statement. These problems were related to a notarized letter sent by businessman Luis Miguel Chicha Vázquez in which she requested the return of more than 500,000 soles. Morici responded that Chicha, her ex-partner, was trying to harm her career as a beauty queen and that she had not previously disclosed the situation because she was being threatened by him. "Mr. Luis Miguel Chicha has acted maliciously against me, promoting a series of public defamations with the aim of covering up his own criminal actions," he said. Melissa Paredes, Miss Peru World 2013. The model born in Ventanilla was crowned Miss Peru World. However, after the publication of images in which she posed in lingerie, Melissa Paredes was forced to resign at a press conference, stating that it was her own decision. Years later, Paredes revealed in various interviews that those photographs were just a pretext to remove her from the contest. "They took those photos of me in a house. It was nothing planned or produced. I didn't think it would have these consequences. I am a human being, I have feelings, I am a sentimental woman. She, my friend, told me we have to try these photos, but it wasn't for them to come to light," she explained for the now defunct program in Amigos Públicos. Rosa Elvira Cartagena, Miss Peru World 1999. The most notorious scandal in Peruvian beauty pageants involves model Rosa Elvira Cartagena, who was crowned Miss Peru World in 1999. The Miss Peru organization dismissed her after discovering that she had lied about the vice-reign title she claimed to have won in her time in the Miss Ambar pageant. The situation became even more complicated when Cartagena was asked to return the Miss Peru crown, valued at $100,000. In her response, she claimed that she had been robbed. However, as time went by, it was discovered that this claim was false and that she was in fact in possession of her crown. This incident turned her the nickname Queen Pinocchio, and she was replaced by Wendy Monteverde. Leave us your comment, give us your like and subscribe to continue growing, and follow us on our social networks, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram and TikTok.
Peru News Today. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram.
The Philippines chooses an Afro-descendant as its representative to Miss Universe 2024. Chelsea Ann Manalo, representative of Bulacan, was crowned this May 22 as the new Miss Universe Philippines 2024 after beating more than 50 candidates and will compete in the Miss Universe 2024 contest. The new Miss Philippines is 25 years old, a model for different brands and of American descent. During the coronation, Miss Quinta was placed as first runner-up, Stacy Daniela Gabriel. While the second runner-up was Maria Atiza Manalo from Quezon Province, proclaiming herself one of the favorites of the contest. Miss Baguio, Justine Tara Marie Valencia, and Miss Taguig, Christy Lynn McGarry, were the third and fourth finalists for the crown, respectively. The group of 10 semi-finalists was made up of Kim Victoria Vincent, Bacoor; Chris Tiffany Jansen, Cebu; Alexi Mae Brooks, Iloilo City; Cyril Payamo, Pampanga; Anita Rose Gomez, Zambales. Edition 73 Miss Universe. Chelsea Ann will compete in the 73rd edition of Miss Universe, which will be held in Mexico during the last quarter of 2024. For this contest, participants from Venezuela, the Dominican Republic, Mongolia, New Zealand, Belize, China, Greece, and Germany, among others, have already been chosen. On the other hand, during the month of June the Miss Ecuador, Miss Peru and Miss Puerto Rico contests will be held, where they will meet their respective representatives for the 73rd edition of Miss Universe. The Philippines has won Miss Universe 4 times. Gloria Diaz in 1969. Margaret Moran in 1973. Pia Wurtzbach in 2015. Katrina Gray in 2018. This is the fourth country with the most crowns, preceded by the United States, 9, Venezuela, 7, and Puerto Rico, 5. At Miss Universe 2023, held in San Salvador, El Salvador, Michelle D took her homeland to the top 10. This contest was won by the beauty from Nicaragua, Shana Solandra Palacios Cornejo.
Our Miss Universe Philippines 2024 is Bulacan! And our first runner-up is Cainta.
Peru News Today. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram.
Magali Medina mocks the auction of Miss Peru tickets. In the final they are going to pay to get in. The TV host took with grace the 4x1 promotion that Jessica Newton's organization is offering to the public. Television host Magali Medina dedicated the first minutes of her program Magali TV La Firme to comment on the promotion of tickets for Miss Peru. Amid ridicule, she noted that tickets will continue to decline. Likewise, she indicated that sales have been so low that it has led the pageant organization to offer significant discounts. During her program, the television personality pointed out with a laugh that the tickets were being sold with a 4-for-1 offer, referring to the fact that the most expensive tickets had reduced their price to 185 sols each. The ATV driver emphasized that people do not want to invest in tickets for a beauty event. Magali Medina also mentioned Jessica Newton, organizer of Miss Peru, criticizing the marketing strategy used to promote the event. The host predicted that, as the date of the final approaches, more offers will be launched. He denies vetoing Jessica Newton's misses. Magali Medina also referred to the alleged veto of the Miss Peru candidates on ATV. The host flatly denied this, highlighting that the participants were on the channel's newscast. The misses have come to ATV, then they are going to say that I have prohibited them from passing. There are the misses. I really believe that year after year no one wants to try to be a candidate, commented the journalist, adding that in her opinion, the candidates of other times were better. But hey, beauty is subjective, she said. It is not the first time that Magali Medina criticizes Jessica Newton's organization. On this occasion, she has not only played on the physique of many of the candidates, but also on the high prices of the contest tickets. People haven't stopped talking about Miss Peru since the tickets went on sale. This time they will not do it on a television program, but in the real Felipe Fortress. They are charging tickets so expensive that the public says that Mark Anthony or Karol G would not even attend. Regarding the price of the tickets, the host of Magali TV La Firme did not hesitate to be sarcastic and indicate that the event surely has prepared the presentation of an international artist. To settle there, he commented in his past editions, "How much are the tickets for Miss Peru 2024? The final of Miss Peru 2024 has 3 zones, Platinum, VIP and Popular, whose prices vary depending on the budget of the attendees. The first costs $200 or its equivalent in sols, S/740, while the VIP location has the value of $100 or S/320. Finally, the popular experience costs $80 or S/296. Leave us your comment, give us your like and subscribe to continue growing, and follow us on our social networks, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram and TikTok.
Pueden perderse esto este fin de semana. Señores, 4x1, 4x1. Se remata, día de promoción. Miss Perú, si quieren ir a verlo, ahora está en oferta. 4 entradas por el precio de una, nada menos. Así es, parece que no hay gente que quiera pagar tanto. Así que 4 por 1. Ahí está, no estoy bromeando, es cierto, pero van a decir que yo soy la bruja mala del cuento. Miren, Miss Perú remata entradas para la gran final tras el rechazo a sus astronómicos precios. Por último, el día de la gran final va a decir, nosotros le pagamos por entrar.
Peru News Today. Follow us in Facebook and Instagram.
Magali Benahem is the new Miss Universe Argentina. Participant Alejandra Rodriguez, 60, reached the top 15. Argentina chose its representative for Miss Universe. Magali Benahem, who represents the province of Córdoba, will seek to take the crown for her country in the contest that will be held in Mexico. This Saturday, in front of an auditorium full of banners encouraging the 28 semi-finalists who represented the 24 provinces, Antarctica, the Atlantic coast, the Andes Mountains and the South Atlantic Islands, Magali Benahem won the crown that will take her to compete for Miss Universe representing his country. Benahem is 29 years old and is from Villa Maria in Córdoba, a city known for being the cradle of folklore. The new representative of Argentina in Miss Universe is a model and studies coaching and astrology. In dialogue with CNN, she celebrated that the contest is more inclusive in this new stage and assured that she seeks to bring freshness to this new edition. This Saturday, in front of 28 other semi-finalists from the 24 provinces, Antarctica, the Atlantic coast, the Andes Mountains and the South Atlantic Islands, the model representative of Córdoba won the head-to-head against the Rosario journalist and lawyer Joana Don, from the province from Santa Fe. In this way, in second place was the one who a decade ago was crowned Miss World at the national level and who a few months ago had become Miss Santa Fe. Don, 33 years old, is also the girlfriend of the renowned Rosario journalist Juan Pedro Aylard and stood out in several of the performances on stage at the Belgrano Auditorium. The pageant had also attracted all attention due to the participation of Alejandra Rodriguez, who had won the Miss Universe Buenos Aires award and represented that province in Miss Universe Argentina. At 60 years old, Ella Rodriguez had become the first winner of a Miss Universe franchise pageant of that age. Until 2023, contestants in the contest had to be between 18 and 28 years old as of January 1st of the year in which they competed, but this rule changed for 2024, the year in which the age limit was eliminated. Another important change came into effect in 2023 with the opening to married, divorced, women with children or pregnant women. Leave us your comment, give us your like and subscribe to continue growing, and follow us on our social networks, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram and TikTok.
Nuestra Miss Universo Argentina 2024 es Córdoba. Primera finalista, Santa Fe. Un gran aplauso para nuestras candidatas. Felicitaciones Magali Benahem, nuestra Miss Universe Argentina 2024.
Peru News Today. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram.
Miss Belize, Halima Hoy, is the first Central American chosen for Miss Universe 2024. Hello friends and welcome to our channel. Today we will talk about Miss Belize, Halima Hoy, the first Central American chosen for Miss Universe 2024, so don't forget to like, subscribe and activate the bell so you don't miss any of our upcoming publications. Let's start. Miss Belize, Halima Hoy, is the first Central American chosen for Miss Universe 2024. The new Miss Belize is a personal trainer and kinesiology student. After not competing in Miss Universe 2023, held in El Salvador, Belize recently elected its new sovereign and thus became the first Central American country to elect her representative for Miss Universe 2024, to be held in Mexico. This is Halima Hoy, a 29-year-old Belizean, personal trainer and kinesiology student. She was crowned Miss Belize on April 13th, at the Belize City Civic Center. She will be the successor to Ashley Lightburn, who represented the country in Miss Universe 2022. I feel genuinely honored to be embraced so warmly by my Belizean community and online support system as I represent our beautiful jewel as Miss Universe Belize 2024, Halima wrote in an Instagram post. In the Miss Universe story, no representative from Belize has won the competition and only one, Sarita Diana Acosta, has managed to qualify as a semi-finalist in 1979. Raised in Belize City, Hoy is also an NASM certified personal trainer and a certified pre- and postnatal fitness trainer. Her advocacy platform, Healthy Belize, focuses on educating Belizeans about health issues prevalent in underserved communities, such as hypertension, heart disease, Alzheimer's, and diabetes. After her victory, an overwhelmed Hoy commented, "Ever since my name was called on that stage, I've been on this cloud, and it's just me and God here. I have to thank you first and foremost for my location today. I've worked hard, so I know I deserve to be here, because I've been living, eating, and breathing Miss Universe Belize for the past few months. Everything I do for this title." Her vision extends beyond the national stage as she prepares to represent Belize at the 71st Miss Universe pageant in Mexico on September 28. "I really want to put Belize on the map for Miss Universe in Mexico, and I will do everything in my power," she said. In addition to her accomplishments, Hoy is actively involved in sponsoring a child in Bangladesh and donating educational and recreational resources to local schools and daycares in Belize. Destiny Arnold, National Director of the Crown House, praised this year's strong field of candidates and expressed her delight with Hoy's victory. "Could not be happier. This year we had a very strong group of delegates and she encompasses everything we are looking for. She is nice, beautiful inside and out, she is relatable and cares about Belize. So, we are in very good hands on that international stage in Mexico," said Arnold. Don't forget to leave her comment, like this video, and subscribe to continue growing and follow us on our social networks, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram and TikTok to keep up to date with all our updates. Thanks for joining us and see you in the next video. Until next time. Wow.
I think ever since they called my name on that stage, I've been in this cloud, and it's just me and God here. I'm very thankful for Him. I have to thank Him first and foremost for my placement today. I've been so consistent with my prayers, and I know that He's the one that got me here.
Tell me about the work that went into this competition today.
The work, oh my goodness, it started the minute I got accepted into this class of ladies, and I've invested my time, I've invested everything that I have. I'm a bookworm and I love school, but for the first time something is more important than school to me, and it's the most important job in my life. But I've put in the hard work, and I know I deserve to be here because I've been living, eating and breathing Miss Universe Belize for the past couple months. Everything that I do for this title.
Throughout your journey, what's been the main thing that you've learned?
I've learned that in order to be successful, you have to take yourself very seriously, and you have to be able to treat yourself like a business. That's one of the biggest things that I've learned from this organization. I created a portfolio, I reached out to people, I prepared, I planned. It was like a marketing strategy, and that is why I'm here today.
Now I know you just got the crown, but tell us what your journey towards Mexico City looks like.
Oh my goodness, the organization, the members of the board, they just told me that I'm in for it. So I'm enjoying this moment right now, but I know a lot of hard work is ahead because I really want to put Belize on the map at Miss Universe Belize, and I'll do at Miss Universe in Mexico. I'll do anything in my power. I currently live in Houston, but I'm gonna, as soon as my semester is over in a few weeks, I'm gonna spend most of my time in Belize working with the organization to meet their expectations for this crown in Mexico.
Talk to us.
Peru News Today. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram.
Miss Teen United States leaves the crown shortly after the resignation of Miss USA. Uma Sofia Srivastava, 17, had expressed her pride in being the first woman with roots in Mexico and India to achieve the title. Uma Sofia Srivastava, elected Miss Teen USA, a title for beauties aged 14 to 19, resigned due to disagreements with the organization, a decision known just a few days after the winner of the Miss USA pageant did the same too. As she explained, give priority to your mental health. Srivastava, who was elected Youth Beauty Queen last September in Reno, Nevada, posted a message on Instagram in which she noted that her personal values no longer fully align with the direction of the organization. After months of dealing with this situation, I have made the decision to renounce the title of Miss Teen USA 2023, Srivastava, 17, wrote in a statement on her personal account. The high school student from New Jersey had expressed her pride in being the first woman with roots in Mexico and India to achieve the title for which young people between 14 and 19 years old can apply, CNN recalled. In her statement on social media, she expressed her desire to finish her high school studies and apply for the process to enter university. The response of the Miss Teen USA organization to the beauty queen. The organization of the Miss Teen USA pageant responded with another publication on the same social network in which it indicated that it respected Srivastava's decision, considered that the well-being of the winners was a top priority and that a successor would be named soon. Her resignation comes just 3 days after Venezuelan-American Noelia Voigt, 24, announced on her social networks that she was giving up her Miss United States crown, awarded last November, to give priority to her mental health. In life, I really value the importance of making decisions that are best for you and your mental health. As individuals, we grow through experiencing different things that lead us to know ourselves better. Never put your physical and mental well-being in danger. Our health is our wealth, Voigt explained in the statement published on Instagram. The decisions of the two beauty queens, along with the resignation of the organization's social media director, Claudia Michelle, last week, have raised doubts among the pageant's followers about whether it is necessary to review its operation. Leave us your comment, give us your like and subscribe to continue growing, and follow us on our social networks, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram and TikTok.
Peru News Today. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram.
Your favorite? Tatiana Kamel reveals if Jessica Newton promised her to win the Miss Peru crown in full competition. Miss Peru is just around the corner and Jessica Newton is already preparing her 22 regional candidates and 12 challengers to finally know who will be the successor of Camila Escrebens, who will seek to take the Miss Universe crown. One of the names that is on everyone's lips is Tatiana Kamel, because thanks to the elimination of age limits, the 29-year-old model will be able to have her revenge in the beauty pageant after losing to Alessia Rovigno in 2022. Why will you participate again? Did Jessica Newton promise Tatiana Kamel to win the crown? Let us remember that this is not the first time that Jessica Newton has come under fire for apparently having favorite candidates before choosing her beauty queens, as happened with Alessia Rovigno, Camila Escrebens and Luciana Fuster, as they are public figures or their relatives. The same thing happens now with Tatiana Kamel, who has been successful in beauty pageants and entered as a challenger, being one of the public's favorites as she is the best known in the medium. Did Jessica Newton promise you to participate? As is known, Cassandra Sanchez's mother is the director of the organization and the main one in choosing her queens by hand by critics such as Magali Medina and Rodrigo Gonzalez. However, the model flatly denied these rumors and assured that she has always stood out on her own merit and this time will not be different. Those comments, I take from whoever they come from, because they are people who are not aware of what happens behind a competition. No one has promised me anything. I am here at the limit of my effort, I am competing like we are all doing. That talk because with development I am going to demonstrate my work and I have always done it this way, he expressed. Tatiana Kamel reveals why she wants her revenge at Miss Peru. Tatiana Kamel was very happy that now she does not care about her age to become queen and represent the country. Likewise, she expressed the real reason why she seeks to be the next Miss Peru and what she is doing to achieve it. Now I am living my present and what I want is to control my path, Miss Peru. It is a beautiful moment in my life to achieve a new goal. About improving, of course, every day I am building my evolutionary process. As I mentioned, I feel more emotional maturity in many ways, he added. Leave us your comment, give us your like and subscribe to continue growing and follow us on our social networks, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram and TikTok.
Peru News Today. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram.
Inés Palacios takes over the 2024 Cannes Film Festival. The current Miss Universe, Inés Palacios has stolen the eyes of the attendees of the renowned Cannes 2024 festival. Like every year, the French city of Cannes celebrates the Cannes Film Festival and this year the 77th edition takes place from May 14 to 25 and has already begun to bring together a large number of celebrities on the red carpet, including the current Queen of Miss Universe 2023, Inés Palacios. The young Nicaraguan is on a special tour as part of her agenda as queen with the organization and recently, she has had the opportunity to visit different nations on the Asian continent. Inés Palacios at the 2024 Cannes Film Festival. As already mentioned, this festival began last Tuesday, May 14 and Inés had the opportunity to arrive in the French city to look like a queen with an elegant look. Since last Wednesday, May 15th, Miss Universe has been participating in different festival events, she was even present at a private event that is part of the festival. Inés Palacios dazzled with her look on the red carpet at the 2024 Cannes Film Festival, wearing a beautiful gold dress full of glitter, with transparencies. Entering the Cannes spotlight, she graces the red carpet as Miss Universe, captivating hearts with her grace and style, the Miss Universe organization wrote on its social media. Leave us your comment, give us your like and subscribe to continue growing and follow us on our social networks, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram and TikTok.
Peru News Today. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram.